It's a new day, but same old shit. Well. Guess what we're doing today? Yeah, we're back working on the old girl here. Now, I have been up to a few things. You saw some of what I was up to in the previous videos, but got the rest of the black work all done in there. I have finished off the gear selector, so it's all new all the way through. What else? Oh yeah, I've done the glove box. You can't see it very well because it's dark, but do have a glove box in there now. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. I haven't yet finished off the roof liner. I'm trying to find out more about these rods that run up the middle, because they're just not. They should be tensioned in the knot, so I haven't done that. Oh, I've redone the seat belts. At the moment, I don't know about this. I've remounted the seat belts there. Now, the only thing I haven't done yet is it's still loose, because I need to make a big plate to go behind it. But it's a much better mounting position there than where they were originally. Heater controls. Now, I found there was something wrong with the tower, with the totem pole. You may have noticed I've removed the vents, and basically the internals were all goobered in there, and although the lever worked, I'd never actually looked down inside, but it didn't actually do anything. So I've rebuilt that. Basically, the setup that I had under the van, I've removed that now and moved it into there. So that basically turns air on and off. However, I do have a plan, an upcoming plan. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some external air vents, like the turny ones. I'm going to bring an additional hose up, and I am building I'm not doing it yet, but I am going to build basically a center console in here. That's just a low one, kind of about maybe that height. And I'm going to bring the vents up and into here, so that I'll have an outlet there and an outlet there. The other thing that I'm doing is, as well, what's left of the it's really dusty here this morning. It's making me cough. Anyway, the other plan is the internal heating vents. These here, they are going to end up blocked by the time I get insulation and a wooden floor down. So I'm going to basically, that is going to go there. It's going to be narrowed down to fit in the gap, and then the console will come over the top. It will be strong enough to walk on, so you can still walk between the cabin and the living area. But this is going to be irritating today. Yeah, you can still walk between the cabin and the living area, but this will be fed from the diesel heater, so I think that's going to work well. But that's for future John. Today's John is just getting a few more bits and pieces done. I've got the bottom tin work out. I've given one side a coat of paint. The other side needs to be done. I've also got, I think this is the belly pan. The belly pan the tin off the bottom of the engine. I think that's where that goes. Something else. What did I do with them? I put them here somewhere so I wouldn't lose them, and I've lost them. I'm having a good start to the morning, but I think they're in the back of the van. I had two little plates when I did the tin work on the engine. I had two little plates that were left. If I remember to, I'll stick a photograph up here. But I could never figure out where they went because none of the diagrams actually, they showed you them. Let's get this right. All the diagrams that I could find, they showed you the actual plates. They didn't show you where they went. So basically, I've had a list of all the parts for the engine tins. They appeared in there, but they did not appear on the assembly instructions. So I have found out where they go, so I am going to get those in this video as well. And basically get the whole bottom end finished off. I'm got to get it under sealed. Because that's the only reason why it's up on these blocks now, is because I'm still waiting to underseal it. And I'll be honest, I've been procrastinating because it's a dirty job. I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. And I've been doing every other job that I can think of to avoid going under there. But sooner or later, I've got to suck it up and get under there. So today might just be that day. Anyway, let's get on with things. Well, that's the fellas I was talking about. So basically, under the engine, there is a tin that comes down and curves around. Underneath there, you've got the four, is it four? Yes, 4 pipes for the push rods on each side. And they basically go up underneath the push rods. And I'm assuming what they're designed to do is just funnel air over the push rods and just give it a little bit of additional cooling. So yeah, I'm going to get those put on now. Okay, I've been under there for about 5 minutes now, but the lower tins loosened off. And the place I thought these went, they don't. So I'm going to have to, I wonder if that's meant to be flat. Yeah. I don't know, I'm going to have a little bit quick dig around online and see what I can find. I just found those washers. I was looking for those yesterday. I'd have forgotten that I'd stuck them there. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick look online, see if I can... These go somewhere. And, yeah, like I say, the place I thought they went, they don't seem to fit. So let me go and have another look. So, after much digging and wandering around aimlessly on various forums, I only found the original post that, again, yeah, they describe where these go, but there's nowhere to attach them to on my engine. And I'm at a loss. So I've put a couple of posts out on various forums and well, Facebook groups to ask if anybody actually knows where these go and take it from there. But yeah, I've watched every tutorial I can find and not a single one of them show these going in, but they appear in the manuals and the listings. When you look at aftermarket tin sets, they appear in them, so obviously they go somewhere. I just have no idea where. So I've been a bit scuppered at the moment, and you can probably hear why. It is a little bit later in the day now, and I have been having to tidy up, but I need to mask up around wheel wells and everything, so I don't get any overspray onto the actual bodywork of the van. But it's breezy. The wind's, it's not a heavy breeze, not a heavy wind or anything, but it's enough to, it's blowing the masking off. So, yeah. So, I'm probably going to have to find something else to get on with. Yeah, this I don't want to be getting under seal on the paintwork. So, I might just go and grab a coffee, have a bit think about it, and then figure out what I'm going to do. So, it's come over a bit cloudy there. I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not. Who knows these days what's going to happen. Anyway, Amazon's just dropped off all of my bits, so I can get on and start doing these front side lights, turn signals, daylight running lights, etc. So got the relays, got the bulb holders. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, there we go. So obviously the little one is a side light. I've got the block to put on yet, but I'm going to pop the other light out and do that. Then we'll get this all put together, and then yeah, I'll give them a test in the daylight. Well, I'll probably leave to recording it until it's a little bit darker tonight. But yeah, it's going to look good. It's going to work. So I've got the first block on. What I'm going to do is I'll mirror the layout on the pin out on this block on the one for this lamp, and we'll do the same on the van, and then pop them in and try them. Okay, that's them both done. So let's transfer this pin out to the van. Okay, there we go. Yes, I know the bulbs are orange, and in the UK on vehicles of this age, orange is, or amber is, acceptable. Not sure about newer ones, but yeah, older vehicles you can have amber running lights at the front. And the thing is, once the cover's on, these are going to pretty much look like much closer to the original incandescent bulbs. So let's just you know, when you get that cover on there, it does actually look closer to the incandescent bulbs that would have originally been on the side lights on these anyway. So okay, let's go grab the keys and let's try the daylight running lights. Okay, so daylight running lights are on. I'll go this way. And side lights, excellent. So let's get these screwed back in, and that's another job done. I'll come out later, put the lights on, we'll see it when it's a little bit darker, when we're not in full sun, but I'm happy with how that turned out. So, what next? Well, yeah, my day came to an abrupt ending. Although in all honesty, I know there's, in some of my previous videos you'll have seen that there's a lot of rain, but it's not, if you know what I mean. Farmers around here will be doing a happy dance, I am sure of that. But yeah, we've had a lot of like these individual showers where it's just like, it's enough to wet things down here, but not really enough for what's needed. But anyway, that's it. I'm done for the day. I'm going in the house, gonna have a coffee, and yeah, might do some video editing. So it is a little bit later now, and we're gonna have a little bit play with the daylight running lights in the, it's almost dark. So there's a dog and I can't see to put the key in. There we go. Okay, so we have the daylight running lights, which are actually quite bright in the dark. So this is why I wanted to go with a more conventional side light. So watch your ears, and we will. Well, they do actually look yellow in real life. But yeah, that's a lot better. And go back to daylight running lights. Excellent. Well, it's a new morning, obviously. You can see sunshine, no rain. I've actually refound my list that I lost. I'm having a good tidy out here. That's the morning's goal. It's windy again, so I'm not getting any undersealing done this morning. So yeah, I'm just having a bit of a clear out, figuring out, just getting all the old junk out, just clearing it all out. I'm going to give this all a good clean down, and I'm going to go head into the cabin itself, give that a good tidy out, because the problem is with projects like this, especially when the vans, certain like areas become good dumping grounds, and you just keep dumping stuff in there and dumping stuff in there, and that's what's happened here. So yeah, it's time to clear it. Hey, a delivery, and I know exactly what this is. So let me pop it open, and you're about to find out. So there we go. Yep, it's the stainless for the passenger door, plus the correct channels for the quarter lights. Yeah, these are much smaller than the other ones that I got, but yeah, let me get this put away, and we'll get into this tomorrow. It's a bit, well, you can probably hear it's the wind's kicking up a bit, and I don't want to be messing about with this, trying to fit it into the door when it's windy. So yeah, last thing I want to do is bend it. So I'm going to put it away, and then we'll, hopefully, if it's a nice day tomorrow, we'll get into putting it on tomorrow. I think, however, it is going to be a completely separate video, so you may not see it in this one, but yeah, a video is coming on the stainless and the rest of the door glass. So, you may be wondering what I'm doing. Well, I've got a piece of glass and a piece of plexiglass. I'm still going to see if I can get a piece of glass cut for here, but for now, it's going to be the plexiglass. So I'm going to put them in the gauges. Then, yeah, I can stick the gauges in place. I'm not completely bolting them down just yet, but I can set them in place, and then, yeah, that's them taken care of, basically. There we go. That looks good, that. I am going to put a oil temperature and oil pressure gauge into there. I've given it a lot of thought, and I think it'll just be a good idea. However, on about actually cooling, what have I done with them? I think it's still under here. Eventually, that. I found out where that goes, and it actually does go up on the tubes for the push rods. However, it goes above them, and that is surplus to requirements. The engine actually already has them on, which I'm really pleased about, because apparently they've got to be put on while the engine's been assembled. So yeah, they are surplus to requirements, so I can actually just put them to one side, and then yeah, call it good. So just stick them into that tray for now. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. God, those pipes look good. That's dirt, by the way. The van is really dirty at the moment. Let me get up. Yeah, I think I've mentioned it before, we're on a hosepipe ban, so we're not allowed to wash vehicles. And so the van is absolutely filthy. I wish I'd known it was coming. I would have washed it just before, and just to get some of the grime off it. But it is what it is. That's why I haven't done any polishing on it, because it is ready to be actually sanded and polished. But I need to wash it down before I do that, and I can't. So anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get this put together. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that. Looks good. One thing I have noticed though, my speedometer and the other clocks are a slightly different shade. This is more of a grey. That's got almost like a... There we go, it's better. That's got more of a brown hue to it. You don't notice it when you're in the van, but when you're outside in bright daylight. Huh, curious. Anyway, I'm going to put this to one side for now. There's a couple of things I want to do under the dash. And just zip tying and what have you. And then we'll get this put in later. Okay then, so let's drop this in and yeah, call it good. I'm not putting the levers on the controls just yet, but I just want to drop this into place. Like I said, well, first of all, I need to replace these screws. Secondly, I really want to put a oil pressure and temperature gauge in there. I know they didn't have them, but you know, it's a new engine. Let's, you know, just take care of it. So I've still got the gas pedal to put in as well, but let's get this popped in first. It's feeling good. It's a good feeling seeing all this go back in. That plexiglass is actually working in there really nicely. But yeah, a couple of other things I still want to address. I'm not happy with this headlining. I think eventually I'm going to pop these sides back out again and see if I can figure something out with these rails, these strips I go across, because they don't seem to be doing the job. And I want to double check, make sure that I just have them in correctly, because when I first removed these, well, first of all, this whole center section of this was cut out and these rails were just laid across, and I couldn't see if there was any like holes or anything they go in, because normally what will happen with these basically it's a strip of wire and it'll be curved like that, and usually they connect on either side and it puts tension on them and keeps them tense. But I couldn't see a way of doing that with these, so I need to figure something out with them, see if I've missed something. But otherwise, yeah, we've just about completed everything that I want to complete. It is, at this point, getting late. Yeah, I've been on with this. It's been quite a long day. And I'm thinking this might be a good place just to bring this video to a close. Again, we're doing lots of little bits and pieces here and there and everywhere. I do have, however, all of the stuff now for the side windows, so video after this will undoubtedly be me putting the side windows in, because I'm eager to get on with that. And to be honest, I want to get on with that first thing in the morning. That's my goal. I'd really like to just start afresh. So I'm probably going to stick the throttle pedal in. There's no need to record that. You've seen it before. It's the same deal. But yeah, that's it. I'm tired. That's why I'm a bit sluggish. I'm just tired at the moment. But that's it. So as always, thank you for watching. Yeah, take care and have a good one.